Welcome to Realities with Oge. Welcome to today's episode of Parenting. What we have to discuss today is about being a parent and also a friend to your kids. That's what we have today. So please, if you join, can you please share this video? You join. Thank you for that. Join us. As you join, share the video. Thank you. So what we have today is all about is parenting, being a parent and also a friend to your kids or to your children. I will start because we don't have any time. When you want to be, first you are a parent to your kids before you become a friend. As a parent, you have the responsibilities to teach them, guide them, and lead them to the right path. You help them to be responsible citizens. You help them to be responsible within the society. You teach them how to respect. You teach them how to be obedient. You teach them things they should know so that they will be useful to the society. That is what a parent does. That is the responsibility of a parent. And while you are doing all these things, you start this when they are born. It is your responsibility to do all this. It is your responsibility to teach them once they come into this. You give birth to them. You start at a tender age to guide them because they don't know anything. You are the only person they see. That's why last week I was talking about parents being a model. That is when you show them that's right path to follow. You teach them what they don't know. You guide them through the right path and you lead them. You only do this like children who are growing up. In teaching, we always say that children, they learn fast with visual aids. You are their visual aids at that point. You are the visual aids they see. So whatever you do is you need to guide them. And while you are doing all this, you lead by example. As you are leading by example, you have to be firm with them as well. You have to let them know the things they should know. You don't need to be, when I said you should you should parent your children in a way that you will not make them feel bad. That doesn't mean that you will not direct them the right way. That doesn't mean you are going to take whatever wrong they have done. No. It is your duty as a parent to guide them through that right path. Let them know that these things are wrong, these things are right. That you are being their parents, that you are being a good parent doesn't mean that when they do wrong, you support them. No, you're not being a good parent. Or because you don't want to beat them, because you don't want to curse them, because you don't want to, they said it's not good to beat them, it's not good to spank them. Then you should leave them to while away. That is wrong as well. It is wrong. You are the authority as a parent. You are the authority there. You should show them that you are their guardian. You should show them that you are their teacher. You should show them that you are their leader. And these are done through leading by example. You let them know what they should know within the society. You make them to be good people within the society. That is your job as a parent. As a parent. So you don't leave your children to while away all because you don't want to make them angry. No, you don't let them become something else. It will still tell on you. So you have to show them that right path. through the right way. Sometimes people will say if you become a friend, you become friendly with your children, then you are going to teach them the wrong, they are not going to be useful at the end. Is a lie. You should be a parent. Show them that you are the parent. Show them that you are their guardian by by leading them by example. Let them know your stand as their parents, because as they are growing, they are looking at you. Before they will be able to go out and meet other people, you must have molded them. You must have shown them what's the right path to follow when they go out there. You must have made their life, guided them to the right path to follow, so that when they go out there, it will not be easy for them to leave it. Then, while you are doing this, talking about being a friend, some people think it's bad to be friendly with your children. It will make them, they will not listen to you. It will make them, they will not take you serious when you are talking or when you are doing anything. I don't think that is the case. If you are a parent, you should always be friendly with your children. How? Now, think of who friends are, what friends can do for each other. As a friend, if you have a friend, you will be kind to that your friend. You will respect your friend. You will show love to that friend. And you will also show that friend the good way. It's only a friend that will tell a friend that this thing you are doing is bad. This thing you are doing is good. This thing is wrong. It's only a friend, a good friend, that will tell you that. That is how you become friends with your children, not by mingling into their life, trying to make them not to have friends outside. You are now the only friend they have and all those things. No, that is not what we mean when we're talking about being friendly with your children, being your children's friend. Because it's only when you are their friends that you will be able to do things, that they will listen to you, and that you'll be able to know how they feel, what they do. They will open up to you when you become their friends. If you are not friendly with them, they will not open up to you. For some things, they will be hiding some things from you. And that is very wrong. You will not be able to get them when they are going down. You will not be able to know when they have problem. That is why you should be friendly. This is the reason why at that tender age, when you are bringing them up, at that tender age, when you are teaching them, when you are guiding them, or when you are leading them, like I said, you lead by example. And by doing that, you respect them also. Yes, your children have their respect also. You need to respect them. At that age they are, no matter the age your children are, you need to give them their respect. And that is how you earn your own respect. You need to show them love. That you are uh, guiding them, or you are teaching them, or you are showing them the way, doesn't mean that you will not think about their own feelings. You will not love them. There's a way, even if you are hitting your children, even if you're doing anything to your children, there's a way, if you are friendly, showing them that love. Even if you beat them, they will not look at it as you hate them. They will look at it that you are directing them. They will know you are directing them. They will know you are doing something good for them. You are just guiding them to the right path. You're just letting them know that this is not good. Just look at it. When you have a friend and you want to talk to your friend about something he or she has done wrong, you will not be shouting to that friend if you really love that your friend. You will do it in a friendly way. That is the same thing you're bringing into your parenting. That you want to teach your children to be good, to be good children, to be responsible people in the society, to be useful to the society, doesn't mean that you should always do it in a hurtful manner. You should show them that love, bring them together, always be there for them. You bring yourself down to their level. That is what parenting is. That is how you become a friend, a parent, and also a friend. You bring yourself down to their level. I bet you when you do that, they are going to listen to you more than when you are up there, try using your cane, using using beatings or shouting to direct them. When you bring yourself to their level, bringing yourself to their level doesn't mean that when they do wrong, you support them on what they have done. No, that is not what it means. What it means is that when you want to correct them with love. Bring them closer, correct them with love. Talk to them in a way they understand at their level. That is what I mean by bringing yourself down to their level. You get down to their level, talk to them at their level, at the level they are, the level they will understand. You will not use your level, no matter no matter the level they are, always know that level they are and know what they could understand at that level. That is where you teach them. That is how you become their friends. Two, like I said before, you respect them. You wouldn't want to shout at your child while outside. That child will disobey you. It's not that the child means to disobey you, but because of the child is trying to be protective of themselves, or because you have put them in a state of being ashamed of themselves, they will want to disobey you. It's outside there. You don't shout at them anyhow outside. If you want to correct them, bring them closer and let them know that this is good, this is bad. You shouldn't do this. So you respect them. And also, like I have said it before, the day I was talking about patience and perseverance, I said, when a child does something, sometimes our children might want to explain to us, oh, mommy, see this, oh, daddy, let me explain. You will not give that child the chance to explain. It's wrong. That is another way you become a friend with them. Allow that child to express themselves first. Let them express themselves, then you now correct the person. But once you come in and see that this child has done this wrong, and you start hitting immediately, and you start shouting immediately, that child would not have the chance to explain to you how things happen. And that child will go back will not feel good about everything that's happened. So that is the reason why you should always, as long as you are being as long as you are being a parent, you are also going to be a friend. But being a friend doesn't mean that you will not do your job as a parent, because the job of a parent is to teach, to guide, to lead, to direct, and to correct whenever they are wrong. That is your job as a parent. Also, I talked about kindness. You are kind when you're friendly with someone, you're always kind to that person. So why would it take you why is it a very hard thing for you to be kind to your children? Is it because you think because you're a parent you put yourself up there? No. Like I said, no matter the level your child is, if your child is still tender, maybe around 1 to 5, you should know that you will bring yourself to that level for you to be friendly with that child, because it's only when you are being friendly with your children starts at that tender age. If you don't get them at that time, when they grow up and start meeting friends outside and start meeting people that will tell them otherwise outside, it will be very hard for you to get them. It will be very, very hard then for you to get them. So it is really important that you make friends with them at their tender age by getting yourself very low to their level. You have a child of 1 to 5. Know that you bring yourself to that level, play with them. And it's only when you are playing with them, getting yourself to their level, that they will listen to you, listen to the advice you have to give them, listen to the direction you are giving them, and listen to everything you want to tell them. Whatever you want to impart in them at that period is when you get yourself to their level. When you are up there directing them, they will not listen to you. That's why it's important for you to be a friend to your children. And like I said before, if you are friendly with them from that tender age, they grow with that. They grow with that. And whatever you tell them, whenever you direct them, they know that what you are doing is just leading them to the right path and not hatred. And up to the extent, like I talked about being 1 to 5, and then they are now from 5 to 10, you should also get yourself up to that level as well, so that they will understand you. Like I said, I also said it, if you are up there talking down on them, it is very hard. They will only fear you. And when you are not around, they do those things you don't like. So remember, when you are friendly with them, they will always do things. What are friends for? Friends are always doing things that will make you happy, whether you are there or not there. They always have your back. That is what your children will be. Whenever, if you are parenting them and also a friend to them, they will be there. They are there for you. But if you want to be that authoritative parent, authority is in your hands. They must do what you want to do. You are just up there and they are down here. They will only fear you. Yes, you can only fear something that is up, so that that thing doesn't fall on you. But once that thing is not there, you do what you want to do. That is exactly what happens whenever you are parenting without being their friend. They will fear you. They will do what you want. But once they go up there, they do another thing. This is the reason why you become their friend. Becoming their friend doesn't mean that you will lose your parenting responsibilities or parenting abilities, or you will not tell them things that are wrong things that they have done wrong when they have done wrong. You allow them to insult people anyhow. You allow them to do things that are not beneficial to the society. No. So you always get yourself to their levels at every point they get yourself to their level. Then, if you are able to get them as your friends at that tender level, when they now go become teenagers, those difficult period, those difficult time, that they go out there, they have peer pressure, they have pressure from different places, they go to school, they meet so many people that will tell them different things, they try to explore that period, they try to do so many things. That is the very, very important period of your child's life. So if you had gotten them as a friend at a tender age, being open to them, being so friendly, so loving, so kind, so respectful, you will not find it difficult when they get to teenage age, because they will always, whenever they go out and come back, they will always come for your advice. They will always come to you to tell them that because that period is when you really need to know the direction they are taking, so that you direct them. But because they knew that you have been directing them well and you have not been that harsh to them, they will always come back to you for advice. Even if when they become adults, they will still remember your advice. And when they need it, they will always come back to you. So if we are not friendly with our children, we will not be able to know what is happening in their lives. They will always hide it for us. Meanwhile, they will still have somebody they will always go to for that. It might be one of their mates that will mislead them. But when they know that they are friendly with you, that if they come to you, you are not going to be harsh on them. You are not going you're not going to judge them in a bad way, but rather you will correct and direct them. They will always come to you. That is all about parenting. And when you are friendly with them, no matter what happens, No matter what happens, they must surely come to you. No matter what you treat them, no matter how you present things to them, they will know that you are showing them the right way. And when you are doing this, it's coupled with living by example. You will always lead them by example. You don't just come and give them orders without following the orders. That's the same thing as being on top and they are being below, and them being below. That is not being friendly. So it's very, very important, especially in the world we are today. So many children are going astray. Sometimes, like I said, many times people will blame the parents for doing that, for what their children are doing. Sometimes I don't think parents are to be blamed. Sometimes I think some parents are to be blamed because of the way we take parenting. It's a very, very tedious job because your brain is always working 24 hours to know what to do, to know how to direct them, to know how to get your children. But when you start very early, if you have not started being, their friends at this point, please start it. You need to be friendly to them in order to get them. So many children wild away because they have everything they know, everything that is happening to them, they buckle it in their mind. They don't want to tell you. You will not know what is happening to them until they go down. But if you are friendly, have fun with them. Always have discussions with them. Always play with your kids. Discuss with them. Know what they are going through. Know what they are going through. It will help. This is my own understanding about being a good parent, being a parent, and being a friend to your position as a parent. That I said you should be friendly with your kids doesn't mean you should lose your position as a parent. No. To be a parent, stand your ground. Be firm when you are directing them. Be firm when they do something wrong. Be plain and tell them. Don't be scared of telling them they are wrong. But what I used to say is don't be harsh on them. Don't use the stick because that can only put fear in them. Don't shout so much because the children we have now, they are your child, no matter the age they are. You come out and shout at them outside where everybody is looking at them. If I'm telling you the truth, watch out. That child will not do it. That child will be disobedient. Even if the child doesn't used to disobey you inside, that child will disobey you out there. They don't meant to do it, but it's because of the position you put them in. That's why you should respect them. And they do something, you shout at them, they will only fear you. They will only fear you. But when you become their friend, love you. Whatever they are doing, whatever you do, whatever, whether you are there or not, that which you don't want them to do, they will not do it. And that will guide them when they go out there to make friends. That will guide them when they start watching things that might mislead them. That will guide them when they go to school and meet people that will tell. But because of the way you put your message to them, they will not see, no matter what they tell them that your parents are being wrong, they will not see that you're being wrong. Especially when you are doing what you tell them to do. But if you are doing something bad that doesn't benefit the society, please don't teach your children that. That also gets us back to what I was saying last week. That you lead by example. You are the mother. You are their visual aid. So if you are doing that, correcting them with love, it will be hard for them to go out there and change automatically. No, they will always come back to tell you whatever they heard otherwise about what you have taught them. That is when you are friendly and also leading by example. They will always come back and tell you what they have heard otherwise about what you're saying. But when you don't have that good relationship with your children, you will not know when they have gone astray. You will not know when they have moved off the track. That's where some of us parents miss it. Because we were brought up in that way, always being shouted at, you think that is the right way. Come off it. Come off it. Let's make a change. Let's change. You need to change. You can't use that same method that your parents used on you, on these children, the children of these days. No, don't use that. Be friendly with them. I know then when we were growing up, the parents are always on top. These days, you're not on top, but you still need to be firm with whatever they are doing wrong. Don't support evil for your children, because any evil you support will still come, they will still use it on you. That your children are out there insulting their elders, being a nuisance within the society, and you're supporting them. One day, they will come back to you and do the same thing to you. So that is why you should not support evil whenever you see it. Whenever you see your children doing something wrong, even if it's to your enemies, you can see some parents that they will be having quarrels with maybe their neighbors, and you see their children coming out to be shouting at the neighbor, insulting the neighbor because their mother and the neighbor is, and then you see the woman by the side saying, yes, my daughter, tell her. Yes, my daughter, tell them. You are teaching her that that is the right way. And that child will continue that way. And one day, that same child was starting might come and help you to fight the neighbor and beat the neighbor up. And you are happy, clapping for you, come back and beat you. That is why we should not support evil where our children are. But then, whatever you do, do it with love. Whatever correction you have for them, do it with love. So that your actions do not affect their emotions or their mental health. So that your actions do not affect whoever they will be in future. So that you will know who they are. And they will know you. And they will be open to you. That's when you get your children. If you have children that doesn't tell you anything, you are in trouble. You are in trouble. You can't be able to defend them because you don't know who they are. Build up, if your children are still small, start now to build up that relationship with them. It doesn't mean you will take away their friendship with others outside, with their mates. No. And I was reading an article that was against parents being friendly with being their children's friends. They were giving some examples that it will make you lose your position as a parent. They will not listen to you when they have to listen to you. You will not be soft with them. No, that is not what it means to be friendly with your kids. That's not what it means to be friendly with your kids. Build up that relationship with them. It doesn't mean that you would tell them, being friends, you would tell them things that are not at their level. You come to your child that is maybe from 1 to 10, you are telling that child things about your level, things at your own level, things that they are not meant to know. No. Or discussing some issues, some adults' issues with them. That is not what we mean. That is not what we mean. What we mean is create that cordial relationship between you and your kids. so that they will be open to you. Like all these children that will be assaulted, that will be molested outside. They don't tell you because you're not friendly. Especially those who are living in these general yards. I know from where I came from, there are so many people who are living in general yards, face me, I face you. That kind of place, little children are being molested a lot by all those the teenagers and all those young adults who live around. They do molest them. They can only tell you what they are going through if you are friendly with them. If you are not, some of these people that are talking now, they could not tell because you are not friendly with them, because you did not build up that cordial relationship. They will not tell you what is happening to them. And you see them going down, and you see them change automatically. You'll be asking yourself, what's happening to my child? You will now start calling the devil. You will now start suspecting people around. You will now start suspect the devil is doing everything. Everything we accuse the devil. Everything we tell it's spiritual problem. Not when the child must have gone down mentally. That's when the child will start opening up. By that time, things has gone so wrong. So many people that have committed suicide today is because they have no one to talk to. They don't know who to talk to. And you might be there, their parents. They can't talk to you because you are so harsh. Because you wouldn't even want to listen to them. That's another way of being friendly. Think of it. If you think of the things you can do for your friend, just look at those your children. Don't look at them as kids that you brought into this world. Look at them as your children, as your friend, while you are parenting them. Look at them as your friend. When your friend comes to you to tell you anything about him or herself, you will cool down. You will have that patience to listen to that your friend and to whatever your friend has to say, and then you will now know what to answer. Then why is it very hard for we to do that to our children? You wouldn't even want them to finish. Maybe they have come, they have started, and you see them as they are coming from the wrong side, trying to tell you, now shout. You start shouting on them. They will swallow everything they wanted to say, tell you. And that's the end. If anything happens another day, they are not coming back to tell you. They will hold it within themselves. And that is the most dangerous thing that can happen to a child. Let's be open to our children. Let's create that relationship with them. Let's have that strong relationship with these children. That cordial relationship, so that we know when things are going wrong, especially when you have girls. Although both boys, girls are not free this period. And you see that most times we are always busy. Most of the parents, because of the way things are, because of the economy, everybody is busy looking for how to make ends meet. But even at that, please, after everything, try to have, even if it's an hour or half an hour, no matter how busy you are, to bring your children close. Discuss with them, play with them, have fun with them, be open to them, create that relationship. So that whenever something happens, let's create that relationship that whenever something happens, even if you are not there, they are waiting to say, hey, I need to talk to mommy about this. I need to tell daddy about this. We need to discuss this today. Have that kind of relationship with them. That is the way you get them. When you have that kind of relationship, they are always eager to tell mommy what happened. They are always eager to tell daddy what happened. You will not miss out if you are doing that, even if you are, and also be a friend to your kids. it will benefit us a lot. And try to be that visual aid, that role model they see. Try to lead by example. Forget about the old ways, the ways we were trained, the way our parents used to shout at us. It baffles me sometimes. People will say, after all, we were brought up like that. Why is their own different now? The world of today is no longer what it was when we were brought up. And even if you want to judge by that time, my dear, I tell you, even me, I went through emotional problems then. If you don't know, don't think it's a normal life. No, it's not a normal life. Check yourself then, how you felt during that period we are being brought up. So why would you use that? Why would you want your children to go through that? Or because you want to do as it is today, so it is tomorrow, so it shall always be. No, that is not so. It will always be. We have to change. We have to make that change. And the ways we treat our children now, we have to make that change. Like I always say, just think about yourself. What happened to you all those periods when you will want to talk to your mother or your father and they are being judgmental and they have started beating you? You have not even finished saying what you want to say. They have started beating you. Why should you do that? They don't want to listen from your own side. Then why would you want your child to pass through that? Or because you were brought up that way? No. Why I started this is that I see most of us still going through that path our parents went through to bring us up. Even some of them that we knew that was bad then. And you are telling me, are we not human beings today? Are we not here today? Did we die? No. Don't do that. Okay, I heard a story today of a man who beats up the child, the son, all because he ate his cheesecake on Father's Day. Normal beating after beating the child, not knowing that the beating destroyed so many organs within. And the next morning, the child died. But think of then when we were growing up. Our parents might beat us, hit us with different sticks, hit us, carry you, throw you on the floor, and you are still living. And you're telling me because you are still living now, after all those things, then you want to make your children, treat your children the same way. No, things have changed. So many things have changed. It's no longer like that. So change with time. Change, make that change. Be that parent first. Don't let them go astray. Don't let them through the wrong path. Don't let them be bad citizens. Be firm and friendly. Be firm and friendly. And I repeat, be friendly while correcting them, while directing them. That is how we will get them. Not putting the fear in them. They fear you today. You are not there tomorrow. They do the wrong thing. But when they respect you, because you are their friends, they would want to respect you. Because you have that cordial relationship with them, they will want to respect you. And so, by respecting you, that which you don't want, they will not do it, even if you are not there. Even if somebody wants them to do otherwise, they'll tell you, no, my mom will not be happy. My dad will not be happy if I do this. So I will not do it. But if you put fear in them, they will say, okay, just check for me when my daddy is coming back. Be checking for me. Is my dad coming back? Is my mom coming back? And they will go and do what you don't want them to do. That is because you put fear in them. You are not their friend. You did not create that friendship relationship. So let's be guided. Let's be our children's friend. Let's create that cordial relationship with our children so that they will be open to us and we will know them and know when they are going wrong and when something bad is happening to them so that we will be able to help them early. Thank you so much for listening to my topic today. May God bless you. See you next on Sunday. Thank you.